Hello, 6th graders. This is Miss Mariam, and this is the second online math lesson from MIS. In the previous lesson, we saw how to write percentages as fractions in the simplest form and how to write fractions and decimals as percentages. In this video, or in this lesson, we will see how to find percentages of numbers. I selected some questions from the worksheet and I'll solve them in this video. The first question is, work out these percentages. First part is 25% of 160. If you still remember, I told you in the previous video that 25% is the same as 1 over 4. So if you want to find 25% of any number, simply divide it by 4. So 25% of 160 is the same as 160 divided by 4. Because the denominator is 4 and the numerator is 1. If we divide it mentally, 16 divided by 4 is 4, 0 divided by 4 is 0. So 25% of 160 is 40. The second part, 5% of 60. We know that 5% is half of 10%. So why don't we find 10% of 60 and then divide by 2? 10% is the same as 1 over 10. This means that 10% of 60 is equal to 60 divided by 10. So whenever you want to find 10% of any number, simply divide by 10. So this is 60 divided by 10, which is 6. Now, it's time to find 5% of 60. 5% of 60 is equal to half of 6, which is 3. So 5% of 60 is equal to 3. The third part is 1% of 45.5. We know that 1% is the same as 1 over 100. So if you want to find 1% of any number, divide the number by 100. This means that 1% of 45.5 is equal to 45.5 divided by 100. Now, when we divide by whole numbers, numbers get smaller. This means that decimal point need to move to the left. How many digits? 2 digits, because we have 2 zeros. So the decimal point must move 2 digits to the left. And the answer must be 0.455. As you can see, decimal point was here and it moved 2 digits to the left. So 1% of 45.5 is 0.455. The second question is, there are 80 kids in a playground. 5% are wearing green shirts. How many kids wearing green shirts are there? Find 5% of 80 to know how many kids are wearing green shirts. So whenever we want to find 5% of any number, we find 10% first and then divide by 2. So 10% of 80 is equal to 80 divided by 10, which is 8. 5% of 80 is equal to 8 divided by 2, which is 4. This means that 4 kids in the playground are wearing green shirts. So this is the answer. 4 kids are wearing green shoes. The third question is, a laptop is advertised as 25% off. The original price of the laptop was $4,524. What is the sale price? In other words, the new price of the laptop is less than $4,524. Less by how much? By 25%. This means that step number 1, we need to find 25% of 4,524. And we said whenever we want to find 25%, we divide by 4. So this is equal to 4,524 divided by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 5 divided by 4 is 1. Remainder 1, because 1 times 4 is 4. We have 5. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And 4 divided by 4 is 1. So 25% of 4,524 is 1,131. Step number 2, subtract 1,131 from 4,524. Four minus 1 is 3. 2 minus 3 cannot be, so this will be 4. And 2 will be 12. 12 divided by 3 is 9. 4 minus 1 is 3, and 4 minus 1 is 3. So the laptop sale price is $3,393. Now, I guess that you'll be able to solve first and second page of the worksheet. What I want you is to read the questions, the first and second page. If you don't know any question, write it on Viber. If all the questions in the worksheet in the first and second page are clear, solve the questions on this page. I'll be available on Viber to answer your questions between 5 and 7 p.m. I'll see you next time.